Hey there, this is Christy Winfrey with Legacy Transactions bringing you another Tuesday tip. This week, I want to talk about the seller's disclosures and how to help minimize mistakes on those, as well as make sure there are no missing blanks. So when the buyer gets them, they have all the information. So let's take a quick look at this. This website is called Seller Shield. There is a free section on here for agents to be able to help your sellers get their seller's disclosures filled out, and they'll be completely filled out so there won't be any missing blanks. So what you'll do is you'll go to agent login, choose your state, and then you've got to add your license number. And then sign in. I think if you have it, if this is the first time you're using it, you'll create a login. All right, and then you're going to hit invite new seller, and then you'll put in the street address, and then put in their name. You don't have to put the phone number. You can if you want to. And it says, will additional seller need to sign? You would add the second seller here. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. And then right here, it's asking if you wanted to gift the option of them having coverage on their seller's disclosures. You can go ahead and just put no protection package unless you wanted to do this. From my understanding, what they help with is any kind of legal protection if the seller was ever to get sued on due to their seller's disclosures. It says buyers disputes happen sometimes years after the sale. Sellers are exposed. Agents, brokers have E&O. Sellers are on their own. Costly seller defense, stressful and out of pocket. So a seller shield comes in and helps give them legal protection on their seller's disclosures. I'm going to hit submit. And then I will go to my agent dashboard. And then, but if I wanted to invite another seller, I could do that here. So let me show you what that's going to look like whenever the seller gets it. And you'll see on my dashboard, I've sent out 2. And then I believe this is the last time somebody was active on it. Okay, so here's my email. This is what the sellers would be getting. I'm going to click on Start My Disclosure Form. Just hit Continue. They're going to choose their state. And then confirm their information. And then they can just create a password. That way they have access to their account. And if they have to stop, if they start the process and then they have to stop and come back to it, their work is saved so they can log back into their account. Okay, the address is coming up here from what I put in. So I'm going to hit next. Hit start disclosure. And then this just gives them a little information. So they can just hit continue and hit I understand, continue. This is going to give them the option to buy that extra protection if they want. But they can put, I'll decide later, continue to disclosure. And then they need to choose the Texas Realtors seller's disclosures and not the Trek one, because the Texas Realtors gives them a lot more information. And it's the form that we should be using. This just shows them an example. So if you were to send this through DocuSign or .loop, they would have to check all these boxes. And sometimes they can accidentally skip one. But if they go through Seller Shield, it's going to be a lot more helpful so they don't miss anything. So this is what it looks like. So they're going to have to answer these questions. So is occupying, and then if they put is not, it prompts them for additional questions here, like how long has it been since they've been in the property. And then they're going to just check, yes, no, question mark. If they miss anything, let's say they go ahead and go down here and they hit save and continue. it gives them this error. So it tells them every single thing that they have to fill in. So that's really, really helpful to make sure that no blanks get missed on the seller's disclosures. Now, what it looks like when they're finally finished, it looks like this. So you can see every single little box is filled in. If there is, if there's anything that they had to check yes on and give an exclamation, it's going to make them answer that right here. And then down here, it'll say, have a little seller shield emblem, and you can see that they signed it. So this ensures that every single little blank gets filled out. As well as there are different little question marks. It says, what is an exhaust fan? So if they clicked on that information, it would give them information about it here. This is extremely helpful because as the listing agents, we're not really supposed to give advice on how to fill these out. The sellers just have to fill it out to the best of their knowledge. So the seller shield really guides them and helps them fill it out and make sure there are no blanks. So I hope you enjoyed that Tuesday tip for this week. We look forward to speaking with you next week. Hope you have a fantastic week. And remember that you can subscribe to our YouTube channel or find these videos on our Facebook page. Have a great week.